Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a first impression and mini wear test of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation and Concealer. If you saw my last haul, you would see that I picked these up 30% off on urbandecay.com. I also got a sample size of the all-nighter primer, which we're going to use. And I'm going to set it all with one of my favorites, the all-nighter setting spray. I also tried out a couple new things. I used a sponge, a contour stick, and I used my all-nighter setting powder as well in this video, so you can see how those kind of pull the look together. If you're interested in the eye look, this is going to be part of a one palette, 3 looks with the Kylie You're So Money Baby palette. That's going to be coming up, I believe, next week, so stay tuned for that. So this is actually my first video that I'm filming since a lot of the drama that's been going on in the country, and I would be remiss if I didn't say something about it. I took a little bit of a break off of social media and posting and all of that, and even looking at it, because it was just too much for my brain and too much for my heart and too much for my stress levels. And I'm not going to go into all of it because I'm sure you've been hearing about it over and over again. My only statement that I want to make is that all lives cannot matter if Black lives do not. So I fully support the Black Lives Matter platform. If that offends you in any way, I'm very sorry, but that's just too bad. And clearly I'm a woman of color. I respect women and all people of color and their struggles and what we have to deal with. My husband is a Black man and I fear for him daily. So, not trying to politicize any of my content, but like I said, I would be remiss if I didn't say anything. But now on to more positive things, prettier things, and I will leave a whole bunch of links in the description box about donating, signing petitions. If you need to educate yourself, it's all going to be down there. And yeah, so that's it. That was my little piece, and now we can move on to talking about frivolous things like makeup. So if you're interested in seeing me try out the new to me, because it's been out for a while, Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation and Concealer, as well as some other new goodies, please keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, I have my eyes mostly done. This is for another video that I'm doing that's going to come up after this. It is 3 looks with the Kylie You're So Money Baby palette. We're talking about adding pops of colors to your look. Obviously the pop we're going to have here is the green, but you'll probably see it at the end of this video. Okay, we're going to start off with my little sample of the all-nighter face primer. This is a pretty new product. It pretty much looks like a moisturizer. It's not silicone-y or anything. Just so you know, my brows, I'm also wearing the Urban Decay Brow Blade. That's why they're a little bit more fluffy and natural. Now we're going to go in with the foundation. As a reminder, I have 70NN as my color. I'm also going to be trying out these new Real Techniques Cashmere Dreams Complexion Sponge Duo. So there are 2 sponges. There's like a regular one. It has like a teardrop shape. And then this one is like that velvet Juno sponge, but also has the same teardrop shape. Now supposedly this one is supposed to be good for powder, while the other one is better for liquids. So I'm going to try it out. As usual, I'm going to pump some on the back of my hand. Pretty runny. And I think I'm going to use the side of this sponge. It's a very interesting shape because it's flat. It's like an egg, but it's flat on one side. See how it works? Did a good job with the color. Okay, so here we have the foundation blended out. So far I do like how it looks. I have to say I did a really good job with the color matching. Seems to be about medium coverage. I'm going to see if I can build it up around my mouth. But so far I do love the finish of it. It seems very, not dewy, but skin-like. But I'm going to give it a second for it to dry all the way down. Okay, so it did build up a little bit around my mouth. And I really love this sponge, the shape of it. It gives you a lot of surface area, so it goes pretty quickly. And then it's small enough to like get into the smaller areas like around my eyebrows and stuff. It's going to be pretty good for concealer as well, so can't wait for that. This primer did nothing for my pores. Nothing, let me tell you. Alright, now we're going to go in with the concealer, and I got the 60NN. Ew, very interesting doe foot. Has a little bit of an angle to it. For contour, I'm actually going to use something else that's pretty new. Well, I've had it for a little while, but it's new to me. It's the Pure Cameo Contour in Dark. It's really supposed to be a foundation, I guess. Well, foundation and a contour. I got this in Boxy Pop-Up, not the most recent one, but the one before that. So I'm going to use this as my contour. Looks really dark. I hope it blends out good. Oh, that blends out nice. Got me scared for a second. Okay, so that actually blended out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Thank goodness. Okay, now we're gonna blend out the concealer. Okay, so that's the concealer blended out. It's a pretty concealer, but it's a lot lighter coverage than I would like. But it's not bad. Just, you know, mama needs something heavier for these bags. To set under the eyes, I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Powder. It is a translucent, I guess, colorless powder. And I picked this up in my 21 Days of Beauty last year, and I only use it this year, and I am very mad at myself because I absolutely love how this powder looks under my eye, and it works beautifully with this concealer. Around that mouth, girl, around that mouth. The powder really does give such a beautiful finish. I love it. Why I haven't been using it all this time, God alone only knows. Okay, so far for the foundation, it did set down a little bit, but it's still a tiny bit tacky. But I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face, finish up the eyes, and I'll come back so you can see the finished look, and we'll talk about how everything went on over the foundation and concealer. Okay, so now we have the face completely done. To be honest, this is 2 hours after I've been done with my makeup, because like I said before, I had my friend's baby shower, so we did the baby shower on Zoom, and I had a little snack. So now I'm back to finish this off. But I do have to say, you know, of course, everything kind of settles in when you sit around for a little bit, and I absolutely love the finish of this foundation so far. One of my friends who was on the Zoom baby shower actually texted me and said, I love your makeup, your face looks flawless, so thumbs up for that. But anyway, this is the first time I'm using this foundation. I really enjoyed it. The concealer could have a little bit more coverage for me, but maybe I'm going to try letting it dry down and build it up some more the next time I use it. I'm going to be doing 3 looks with this Kylie palette, so each time I'm going to use the Urban Decay foundation. So by the time this video actually goes up, I would have more of an opinion on the foundation. So far, first impression, I really like it. I like the finish of it. It's very skin-like. It literally looks like I have perfect skin, besides the fact that I did such a perfect match. Thank you, Sephora Foundation Finder. But yeah, we'll continue to play with this a little bit more. It's only been 2 hours. I'm gonna wait for the rest of today. For the rest of the night, so it's probably gonna be another 5-6 hours. I'm gonna go cook dinner, so I'm gonna be under the heat. So we'll see how it holds up. We'll see how I like it. The primer does nothing for my pores, but we'll see how it holds up, like if the makeup breaks up or anything. I did finish everything off with the all-nighter setting spray. I love the setting spray. I've used it before. I've used it for years, and usually this used to be my go-to setting spray when I used to go out partying. Those were the days. But that's long gone now. I also wanted to mention this sponge. I know it's a mess. I absolutely love this sponge. I love the wide surface area of this flat side. It really gets you to put on the foundation quicker. And then the little point, of course, you can get into the smaller spaces. And then the narrow side is good for like kind of going around in these more narrow areas of your face. So I really did enjoy this sponge. It's a good sponge. It's soft. It didn't absorb too much of the foundation. I didn't use the other one, the velvet microfiber one, but maybe I'll use it in the next time I use this foundation and see if it makes a difference. Also, for the contour stick, I got a little scared when I first put this on because it was so dark, but it did blend out to a beautiful color, very neutral color. I like more neutral contour colors as opposed to gray or anything red, because that's for bronzing. This is supposed to be a foundation side. Might be too light, but maybe I can use it as concealer. I don't know. Next time I try this, maybe I'll try it out. But so far, for the contour side, I did like it. And that's it. That's all the thoughts I have on this first impression of the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, Concealer, Primer, Setting Spray, Powder. Almost half of a full face of Urban Decay. And so far, my first impressions are pretty positive. Check in the description box for any more comments that I have, for if anything changes between now and when this video goes up. And thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this first impression. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.